Yo guys, what's up? It's me again, Jabu Brown. Welcome to another one. This is Change Down SA. As you can see, my t-shirt is giving it away. I've got the diamond right here, which is the Renault. And today, this is the car that we're reviewing, the Renault Koleos. I mean, how beauty is this? I just love this car. I've been driving it for a couple of days now. Comfortable, very efficient when it comes to petrol, I have to say. When it comes to fuel, I'm loving this car, really, but this is what we have today. And as you can see, this is the front, and obviously you would know, I think this is the biggest sign that the Renault has in front of their grille, and I'm just loving it. This is just beautiful. As you can see, we're still going to on it, and so you can see the daytime running lights. Actually, this car is really interesting because obviously I'm supposed to get closer to it and then it should open. I don't know why it's not doing that. Let's try it. Let me try and move away. And then that's disappointing. But anyway, I got the key here. So let me just show you the keys. That's the key, right? Looks like a small card that you insert somewhere, but you don't. You only just keep it in your pocket, but we're gonna open it. So you can see, you can use the key manually or you can just leave it in your pocket and it will just open. So yeah, this is the car. I love how it looks in front. Again, with this cars recently, they have all these lights here where it lights in the corners where you're turning the steering wheel for the corners just to be safe. I think these cars recently are just going with that light, which is really cool. I love it. When you turn on the corners, it lights so you can see clearly what you're turning into. So this is great. As I said, you have your LED lights here. I just love how the design looks. It looks really cool, especially at night. This looks really cool. What else can I say? This is it. This says Renault. Pretty simple. It's not a performance car, so it doesn't need much of breathing in the engine. As you can see, there isn't much vents in it, so it's sufficient for it, So yeah. So now when we come and look at the side profile of the car, oh, look at that. It works actually. So it's a proof that it works. So you just have to keep the keys in your pocket, and then the car, when you come closer to it, it's gonna open. So, but then when you look at the side profile here, it's quite nice. You can see it's a big car and it's a family car, and family cars mostly are just meant to be comfortable for those long road trips, right? As you can see here, you have your 18-inch wheels that are 225. As you can see, the profile, because the profile of the car will contribute to the comfort of the car. So now I want to talk about this line. I like what they did with this line here, but this doesn't work. The vent doesn't work. It's just there for beauty, aesthetics. So yeah, and then as you can see the car here, what I like is the small button here. I don't know if you can see it, but then that's where you put your finger just to make sure you're the person that's supposed to go into the car and you have your keys with you, so that's it. And as you can see, this one is not tinted anything, so the windows are clear, but you can tint them if you want. Yeah, this is the side profile of the car. I love how these lines move about. I love the fin. We've seen this fin for the longest time in most cars. I think it still looks the best in cars. It just makes the cars look good. But this is the side profile of the car. So now when we take a look at the back of the car, as you can see, it lets you know what car you're driving, or the people coming behind you, that this is the Renault Koleos. As you can see, the big letters, Koleos, and it's a Renault. As you can see, the lights, I like the design of these lights. For some reason, they're coming nicely and then they just become big. and they go all the way into the side, which is the new thing with these new cars. And when you look at the closer into the lights, it looks like a lot of pins in there, you know. So it's a very nice design. I like what they did. But as you can see here, you can't see the exhaust at all. It's underneath. But this is just for the look. So, you know, it's just a design that gives you an impression that there's no exhaust at all there. And obviously you got your tow bar there. Nicely branded tow bar. Renault tow bar. Whatever that you want to pull, you can use this car to do that. But this is what you get in front of it. And another thing, this line here that goes and incorporates this whole light, it's quite cool on how they designed it. I like what they did, you know, simple, effective. So then let's check out the boots, because we've seen the side profile and the front, and obviously we're gonna go inside, but let's check out the boot first. This is where you get your, right next to the reverse camera, because it's got a reverse camera. You would not need to bump this car when you back up into a parking space. So you just click there and let go. Voila. And definitely, because it is a family car, it needs sufficient boot space. And this one, it does have a boot space. It's got this cover here that could just pull away or pull up just to cover your luggage and everything that you have at the back here. So because you have these back windows, these small windows, so that people don't peep and see what you have in the boot. But the space is big enough, I have to say. Gonna get myself dirty, but it's okay. It's enough. You can put your luggage here when you're traveling with your family. It's really impressive. It's a family car, you know. So I like it. You can pull that and close it, like I said, and from a push of a button, you close it. As it's closing, we're gonna go in front and take a look at inside. Here you go. You know what, like every time I come into a car, one thing I want to feel inside the car is the comfort. So yeah, it ticks that box. For me, it's really comfortable. Sitting position, quite good. Like I said, I've been driving it for a couple of days and the sitting position is quite good. For me, I can do long distance driving. And you would expect such, because I mean, it's a family car and you want to do those road trips, you know. That ticks the box for me, definitely. And when you look at the layout of the car, it's quite nice. Simple, like I said, but very effective. As you can see, you get your screen here. It's a touch screen. Not too many buttons to confuse you. You know what you're pressing, you know, for what. It's very straightforward, very simple, you know. So yeah, I love the layout of the car. You've got your gear here, automatic change, but if you want to go manual, you can put it on the side and go manual. And just so simple. Obviously, I just love what they did with this material here, and you find the same one on the side panels of the door, which is really cool. And that, I don't know how they did it, but you find this ambient lighting in this metal thing, which is really cool. Like, it's like this metal can illuminate at night when you're driving for the ambient lighting, and you can change it to whatever car that the color that you want. So yeah, I'm saying change the car because yeah, I've been changing cars and it feels good. So I have cars in my mind most of the time. Pardon me there, but we're good. So the steering wheel is quite nice. It feels good, you know, on your hands while you're driving. I love how it feels. You know, it's quite simple. I love how it feels. For me, the comfort also extends to the steering wheel, how comfortable you are with the steering wheel, because obviously this is how you control this machine. So it's quite cool. You have your indicators this side, you have your wipers, and what I like about this one here, as much as you've got your infotainment there, but you've got your volumes on the side. You know, you will see that you've got your volumes and whatever that you want to skip the track, you can just do it at ease. It's really at ease. You know, when you have your side paddles here to change gears in other cars, with this one you can just, you know, up your volume, down the volume. So it's that simple. The layout, as I said, quite simple. It gives you a gauge here, really driver focus, no much distraction, but people, they can enjoy the infotainment here. The sound system, it's quite nice, not top of the range, but it sounds really good. Another thing, well, Apple CarPlay, you would have to have a cable for that. Otherwise, you just have to connect via Bluetooth, you know. That's a bummer for me. I mean, Apple CarPlay, the quality is much better, but then with this one, you need to have the cable for you to access the Apple CarPlay. But that's it, you know, you get your 2 USB ports there where you can plug, and then you have your socket here to plug whatever that you'd want to. And obviously, you find, as you can see, I was drinking water here, then you find the cup holders that you can use for anything, and more space in here to put whatever that you want to put. Not that much, but it works, very practical. So yeah, that's simple like that. Instead of like you have this compartment to put your stuff, you also have it on the side panels here that you can do that, and you also have space in here. This is big enough than most of the cars that I've been in. So yeah. And another thing that I really like, this, I don't know what is it for, but it just looks so good. I love how it is, and I've seen a couple of cars, they have these things, you know, it's quite cool. I love it. So when we look at the top and the roof here, this is what you get. There's a button for your lights at night if you want to find something. And like me, when you wear glasses and you know you want your glasses to be protected, you have a compartment for that. Pretty easy. You keep your glasses nice and protected there, you know. So whenever you need them, you know they're very much within your reach. Pretty simple. I like it. Like I said, very simple and practical. And those of you who sometimes forget your driver's license, you have this space here. You can keep your driver's license right here. But I never forget mine because I put it here. So whenever you can put it here, simple reach, easy. So yeah, let's take a look at the back of the car and see how much space do you have. Yeah, the most important space when it comes to these family cars definitely is the back, because you want your family to be comfortable as much as you are at the front. So this already feels really comfortable, if I may say so myself. And you can see the space, really good, really good. Like, this is really sufficient space for your family. Even if you've got the tall member in the family, they can fit nicely here. They won't feel cramped. Look at the headroom, like, it's so cool. And the space here at the back, I think it's doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, thank you Renault for the goodie bag. This is quite cool. This is quite cool. We're definitely going to be using this. You put it here, and as you can see also, you could, it's a bench, so you could have 3 people sitting here, really comfortable. And again, like, you don't have that center console running through all the way, and so you can sit really comfortable back here. And you have 2 USB ports again right here, you know, so the people at the back, they can charge their phone at ease. And yeah, as you can see, I'm just sliding from one side to another at ease. That's how much space you have here. It's really good. The seats are back, you know, but I still have much more space to relax, and my feet are not really cramped up. So I really love it. And here, if you read a book, maybe, you know, you're sitting here, you've got your own lights here that you can use. So this is really comfortable and it's really nice. I'm loving it. And the headrests, really comfortable. So yeah, I love it. In total, for me, this car, I'll give it, how many stars? Should I give it some stars? I'll give it, let me say, I'll give this car 7 stars. How about that? Out of 10, I'll give it 7 stars. With that said, all the comforts and everything, so I'm just loving this car. But I have to tell you, because it is a family car and you are getting a 126 kilowatts of power, and it takes about 9.5 seconds from 0 to 100. So it's not a performance car, but it is a family car. And you know, the price range, if you do want this car, is from anything from 410 to 620, depending on what you want to do in the car and how you want to spec it, but that's what you get. So yeah, do make sure that you please subscribe on Change Down SA, and we're sure gonna be bringing you some new content coming up. You know, just let us know what cars you wanna see down in the comments. You know, I'll be looking at different cars, whatever that you want to see in the channel, we'll be glad to bring it to you. So yeah, I'm Jabu Brown, and thank you for watching Change Down SA. It's been good.